in triple cast. Net Talk Interactive. Brought to you by Digital Convergence Corporation, engineering your digital future. Exodus Communications, Microsoft, and Radio Shack.
This is Net Talk Interactive. I'm your host, Laura Lewis, and you've tuned into the fastest 30 minutes on television and the most advanced interactive show in the world. I'm joined by Frank Ford, sitting in for the Gadget Guy. Hi there. Fine. And Luis Vallecillo, our very own webhead.
Well, I'm happy to be of service, Laura, because we'll be using a very cool tool on this show to zip us around the internet at the speed of light. It's called a QCat. And by simply swiping a UPC symbol or a Q, we will be instantly connected to the websites we're talking about.
And we're internet enhanced. For you to interact with our show, you'll need CRQ. So go to our website, nettalkinteractive.com, to download this software. Your computer will listen to your television, and when you see and hear this cue, the related webpage will automatically open up in your browser. It's a little bit of high-tech magic.
We're your cyberspace consultants.
Busy researching sites, software, and gadgets every week so that you don't have to.
Connect with us while you're watching. Send us an email, enter our contest, and join in on the web poll.
Today, we'll take you to a trip to Paris, France, and I'll take you to the movies.
I'll show you a company that ranks all of your online e-businesses for you. We'll also be visiting a site that has great medical tips.
And I'll teach you about software firewalls, and I'll show you a website where you can post and you can read information and reviews about products.
We'll also be stopping by the Main Street Internet Cafe to see what's happening in Georgia's e-world. And yes, Simon will pay us a visit too. We'll be surfing pretty fast today, so hold on to your seats as Net Talk Interactive makes the internet work for you. Net Talk Interactive. Do you have any idea how many opportunities are open to you now through technology? You can save time, save money, and be more connected to those you care about. We're here to help you make the most of all those opportunities. Let's get things started with today's Triple Shot IML question. Stay tuned because all three of us are going to answer the question, and you can tell us which one worked best for you. Here it is. Gloria in Hope, Arkansas asks, what's the best way to find reliable medical information and advice on the web?
The web? You know what? Forget about all that. Just do what I do. Watch some TV to get your medical information. You know, ER is a great way to learn about a variety of illnesses and how to cure them in just an hour's time.
Hey, and you may want to check out some of the reruns of MASH and about Trapper John MD as well.
Great idea. You know, as a matter of fact, I just removed a friend's hernia with nothing more than a butter knife, some paper towels, and other various household items like tape and paper clips.
Tape and paper clips, Frank?
Yeah, well, I used to watch MacGyver too, so it makes
all right,
sense to
guys.
me.
Thanks anyway, guys. Gloria, believe it or not, that's a very important question for all of us. So thanks for asking. Frank, Luis, and I will deliver several sites for you to choose from. Stay with us because we'll answer it a little later on. Bonjour, mon ami. We are on our way to one of the most inspiring and breathtaking destinations in all of the world, Paris, France, and the Louvre Museum. There's over 800 years of history wrapped up in this building. The Louvre has been used as a fort, a palace for the kings of France, and now, for the last 200 years, a museum. And it's all at your fingertips. This is a site where you can take a virtual tour of the entire museum. Check out the arts of Africa or the incredible sculptures. And they're not just pictures. You can read the history of the artwork and find out the exact location in the museum. If you got a trip to Paris planned in your near future, they have a complete calendar of museum events and will even let you buy your admission tickets over the web. Take a trip to the fabulous Louvre. And for those of you with CRQ, you're already enjoying it.
Yes, and if you're American, please come visit the Louvre and check out the Mona Lisa or the Venus de Milo. Then please go to a cafe and have a nice cup of coffee. And then get out of our country! Leave! Get out, you bad American!
Oh, Laura, there's nothing worse than a Puerto Rican trying to speak French. So I'm going to quick right now before I spit on you.
Oh, Georgia's got a little history of her own happening at the Main Street Internet Cafe. Take it away, Georgia.
All right, no, I'm not Sue Ellen, and I did not kill JR, but I am a child of the 80s. Okay, actually, I'm not a child of the 80s. I wasn't born in the 80s, but I do love the 80s culture. I mean, there were some of the hippest, coolest music and movies going on in that culture, and so if you agree with me, you got to check out the80s.com. This site is everything about anything that happened in the 80s. Like, remember Boy George? Remember George Michael? Remember that other white guy, Michael Jackson? Oh, wait, he wasn't white then. Then he was black, now he's white. Whatever, anyway. Some of the coolest stuff happened in the 80s, and this site gives you history, it gives you sporting events, it gives you some of the, like, remember Airplane? Oh, that was like the stupidest movie, but we loved it. Remember Ferris Bueller's Day Off? That was the bomb. I mean, Facts of Life, I thought I was Tootie, okay? Until she got really, well, anyway, moving on. You gotta check out this site. Go to the80s.com. Check it out.
Love those shades. I think I still have a pair like that. It's time, Luis. Give us the lowdown on your digital download.
Well, for this week, I wanted to find something a little different. I wanted something totally useless, but very cute. And I found it. It's called Clusterworks by Wonderlab. Now, this is a very, very interesting screensaver. Take a look at this. When you start this program, it can work as a screensaver, or you can click it on demand. So I'm going to load it up in here, and Laura, listen to this. It's like chimes. And you can choose any of the different patterns. They have tons of patterns in here. You can click on the bottom of the screen. You can select any of the patterns you might find interesting. Let's just pick this one right here. And you can move your mouse. It goes with your mouse. It plays music. Once you stop, if you wait a few minutes, it'll start on its own. And it comes for both Mac and PC. You gotta check it out. You gotta go to wonderlab.com and get yourself a copy. They have a free version, a demo version on their site. And if you like it, you can buy it for $12. So it's pretty cheap and it's pretty cute. So check it out, go to wonderlab.com or visit us at nettalkinteractive.com to find the link.
Oh, Luis, I like that cute, useless, and relaxing.
I know, I'm
Can't beat
totally
that.
relaxed right now. I mean, I'm like set.
Okay, Frank, I have an iMail question screaming for your answer. Here it goes. Does anyone rank the websites of companies like online banking so I can read their consumer reports? What do you think, Frank?
Well, a great place to go for this very thing would be Gomez.com. They offer guidance to consumers in the world of online transactions with e-businesses in the form of comprehensive reviews of their websites and online services. Gomez covers everything from personal finance to shopping and travel. They help consumers make informed e-commerce decisions by measuring online customer experience and posting it for everyone to see. Now, since you asked about banking, just go to the personal finance category and click on banks. You'll be shown a list of the top 20 online banks that ended up with the very best overall scores. Everything is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, and each company is given its own review. But Gomez also allows the user to see which bank is the best from purely an ease of use or customer confidence standpoint. They also have a compare feature that allows the user to pick 2 banks and compare them. There are also special offers that you can get through Gomez, and membership is free, so sign up today. Incidentally, the bank in last place on the list was one called Doug's Bank. I guess people just don't trust a bank that uses someone's first name in the title. So.
Thanks, Frank, and thanks, Dave, for that question. We'll be right back with lots more. Why don't you surf on over to nettalkinteractive.com and take part in this week's web poll till we get back.
NetTalk Interactive programming is made possible by Digital Convergence Corporation, Exodus Communications, Microsoft, and Radio Shack.
Welcome back. It's time for today's family favorite. And here to help me today is our favorite cyber kid, Simon.
Whoa, hey, Miss Laura, how's it going?
It's going great, Simon.
Yeah.
I'd like to introduce you to Nell Minnow.
Cool, okay. Excuse me, Miss Laura, are you having like tofu with draws or something? I don't see anybody.
You won't find her here, Simon, but you can find her 24/7 at today's family favorite site, moviemom.com.
stuff.
The site helps parents choose great movies for their kids. Miss Minnow lists the movies that are playing now, as well as reviewing scores of movies on video.
Whoa, and hang on to your popcorn, dudes, because she has the lowdown on over 500 movies.
From one mom to another, you'll appreciate how she rates each movie for bad words, violence, and general scariness.
Dude, I wish I could have checked out her site before I saw the last flick I saw. I had no idea it was going to be scary.
Which movie was that, Simon?
Monsters Party Revenge.
I like Movie Mom's suggestions on how to talk with your kids about movies and her helpful answers to e-visitors' questions.
Dude, I give MovieMom.com 2 thumbs up. Well, I would if my thumbs worked.
MovieMom.com. Every mom and dad will love it.
Whoa, you know what I'd love, Miss Laura?
What's that, Simon?
Well, I'd love to learn what Mr. Dave is busy doing, in his Gadget Lab.
I'd love to help you learn that, Simon. Let's check out and see what he's doing.
Ignition sequence activated. Get ready for countdown. Countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! No, you didn't hear me. Lift off! Oh. Yet another failed attempt here in Gadget Lab. Hey everybody, I'm the Gadget Guy, and how would you like it if you knew how to get free access to internet sites just by using your telephone? I'm going to take off my Blonde Ambition Tour headset and tell you about one of 3 different services. There's BeVocal, there's Quack, and even TellMe.com, which offer free access to the websites you know and love when you're offline just by using your telephone. You call a 1-800 number, so that means there's no cost for the call to you. And then you can use your voice to give driving directions, to give airport codes, to give stocks. Eventually you'll be able to do eBay transactions all using this technology as well. But they use services like MapQuest. They use caller ID to know your login. All you need to do is give a PIN, and you can access the same type of data that you do when you're in the online world, all through your voice. It's very impressive. I use it when I travel. I can say airport, name the city, give my destination address, and since it already knows the address of the airport, it'll route me the whole way. You can also use it if you want to keep up with your stocks, to give stock reports and stock quotes. Hey, the stock market wasn't even around when you were, buddy. Is that right? So, BeVocal.com, TellMe.com. Check out the Net Talk site this week for all the links to the free services where you can use your telephone to access traditional internet content, all without a computer. I love it. I'm Dave Mathews, the Gadget Guy. Don't forget, I put the K in technology. See you next week.
Here's an email question for you, Luis. This one's from Corey in Boulder, Colorado. He writes, I like to be a smart consumer, so before I make any large purchases, I like to hear about what other people are saying about the product. I do too. I'm not having much luck in news groups. There's got to be an easier way. Can you help? How about it?
Well, Laura, there is help out there, and I had to find this one on my own because I'm looking for a little shaver. As you can tell, I need to shave. And I couldn't find anything, any reviews on the shavers I wanted. And I tried the news groups, but it's hard to find information on the news groups. Well, there is a website called ePinions.com. The sole purpose of this site is for people to rate things they've used and for people like you and I to go search for those items and see who's reviewed them and what kind of rating they give it. So for example, I went to ePinions.com and I started looking for this bronze shaver I've been looking for. And I found it. Not only does it give you a button where you can say find it in auctions, because you might like it, but then you have to start shopping for it. Well, it has a one-click, takes you to eBay and see if anybody is auctioning one for you. So I found that it has 7 member opinions, so 7 members have reviewed them. Now, if you go inside the site, you can read each of the members' review, and you can tell ePinions that you like the review. Now, those people that actually write reviews, they earn e-royalties for everybody that reads the reviews and likes it. And then they can later on cash that in and buy stuff with it. So it's like earning cash by writing little reviews. It's a great site, and you can find pretty much anything. So I think I'm gonna click over here and find an auction, and maybe I'll buy one of these beauties and take care of this little thing over here.
Oh, Luis, I kind of like that little.
I don't know, we'll
nice.
see.
It's nice. Don't get rid of it. Hang with us for a little longer. Luis's web shop is just around the corner.
Stop! Sit back down. Where do you think you're going? I've got a site to show you. It's neopets.com. This is a virtual pet site online. I know you've seen the keychains and you've seen the things you take around with you. Well, this one will actually go to your email and say, feed me, I'm hungry. It's a fantastic virtual pet site. It's neopets.com. That's from my world to yours. I'm Georgia.
We're glad you're back. You're connected to Net Talk Interactive, the show that puts the internet to work for you. How big would the Yellow Pages be if you put all the information listings from around the world in one book? You could probably fill a small house or two. Since it's not very practical, my best of the web selection today is infospace.com. Here's your cue to take you to the largest international Yellow Pages listing in the world. Look up information on any business in any country. Need to get your shoes repaired while you're in Milan? Look it up. If you have a business you're promoting, you can register on this site so people all over the world can find you. When you're traveling, you can use this site to figure out where to eat, what shows you want to see, what restaurants are nearby. It's incredible. They also have news briefs and weather directories for anywhere in the world. Infospace.com lives up to its name. Give it a try. Send me an email and let me know how you like it.
Welcome to my web shop. This week, I'm going to teach you a little bit about personal firewalls for your home. If you're still connecting to the internet by dialing up with your modem, you need not worry about this. But if you're one of the many DSL and cable modem internet access users, listen up. Since DSL and cable modems gives you a constant connection to the internet, you now have to worry about the possibility of somebody accessing your computer from an outside location. Not only are you now connected to the world, but the world is now also connected to you. Corporations generally protect themselves by using a hardware-based and usually expensive firewall, but for your protection at home, you can go with a more affordable software version, which generally offers just as much protection. Imagine your computer is your home, and your internet connection are your entryways. Using this analogy, a firewall would be the doors on your home that separate the outside from the inside. And much like the doors in your home, a firewall locks out uninvited guests to your computer. And when a stranger reaches the firewall door, he is welcomed in if he is recognized as a friend, but kept outside if he isn't. Firewalls can also block some common hacker attacks to your computer. Software firewalls are very configurable, some even letting you not only control the traffic coming into your computer, but also the traffic coming out. In this way, personal data such as credit card numbers can be protected from leaving your computer before they have been properly encrypted. A log can also be generated so that you can see any access attempts, the time of day when they happen, and even where they originated. You can even be notified via email when these violations are detected, and even add the offender's IP address to a list of blocked users so they can no longer access your computer. Be sure to visit us at nettalkinteractive.com this week to find links to some of these software firewall programs. I'm Luis Vallecillo, and I'm living la vida online.
Thanks, Luis. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, the answers to the triple shot email. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Gloria in Hope, Arkansas asks, what's the best way to find reliable medical information and advice on the web? Let's see who goes first. My volunteer, Luis. What do you have to say for Gloria?
Could I be so lucky? My site is drcoop.com. This site is the brainchild of Dr. Everett Koop. You know, the former Surgeon General? Yeah, the guy on the side of the cigarette box. Yeah, on this site, you'll find access to medical databases, other publications, real-time medical news, interactive communities, and online interactive tools. It also has a tool to calculate your ideal weight. I don't need that one yet. And even a sleep calculator to find out if you are getting the sleep you need. This is one useful website with more health information you can shake a stick at.
Now, how about you, Frank?
All right, well, Laura, if you're going to insist on not using ER as your source for medical information, I guess you ought to visit the AMA because it's the nation's leader in promoting professionalism in medicine and setting standards for medical education, practice, and ethics. You can also find a comprehensive list of doctors and hospitals at your disposal.
And my recommendation is achu.com.
Gesundheit, Laura.
That's the name, Frank.
Oh.
Achu is a whole directory of healthcare sites on the internet. You can search by news headlines and read all the latest general health and nutrition information for everyone in your family. Very reliable achu.com.
Yeah, it's the only side you need to cover your mouth while you're saying it.
Thanks, Luis. Now stay with us. There's more to come on Net Talk Interactive.
Yo, cyber dudes and dudesses, Simon here with another cool website for you. KidsNewsRoom.com provides children with a safe, kid-friendly internet site that's loaded with stories, pictures, contests, and opportunities for expanding your brain cells. Hey, check it out. Each week a new issue is added to the site with the latest in sports, music, and entertainment, all with kids in mind. So remember, Simon says, surf safe and prosper, gotta zip.
Net Talk Interactive programming is made possible by Digital Convergence Corporation, Exodus Communications, Microsoft, and Radio Shack.
We're happy you joined us for Net Talk Interactive. Before we sign off, I'd like to thank Frank, Luis, Dave, Georgia, and of course Simon, and all of the brilliant and beautiful behind-the-scenes people who make our show happen. And a special thank you to you for watching.
Check us out at nettalkinteractive.com. Send us an email question, and remember to participate in this week's web poll.
And while you're there, download your CRQ software and find out how you can get your own QCat so you can interact with us.
Goodbye for now from all of us here at Net Talk Interactive. Remember, the internet can help make your possibilities a reality. Let us make the internet work for you.
In triple cast, Net Talk Interactive has been brought to you by Digital Convergence Corporation, engineering your digital future. Exodus Communications, Microsoft, and Radio Shack.
Ignition, liftoff, liftoff.